Do you trade in anything else?
I buy furs and skins from the hunters. If you get something like that, I'll buy it.
I better keep out. Must be something about that story.
Never learn.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. People always talk. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
You shouldn't
Let's
believe
talk about
everything you
something
hear.
else instead. Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Yeah, there must be something about that story after all.
Yeah, what happened again?
It was obvious
that
there
they
must be
would be
something about
trouble.
that story after all.
Let's talk about something else instead. Not go rushing into anything.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Same old story every time.
Some people never learn.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Same old story every time. I'd better keep out.
It's the same story every time.
That won't happen again.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Must be something about this.
You're very probably right.
I need more magic power.
I can help you to increase your power. Use it wisely.
Right. That wasn't very clever.
I want to acquire magic writings.
Let's talk about something else instead.
As long as I'm not involved.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Maybe.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I'd better keep out of it.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. That's really not my
I'd like to be in his shoes, though.
Rely on somebody you can trust. That's how it goes.
Hey, I thought you were dead.
Sometimes I thought so myself.
A lot of things have happened since we last met. I hear you've contributed a great deal to the final invocation.
Obviously, you're quite well informed.
Better than you think. Now you're looking for the focus?
Yes, there must be one somewhere around here.
I know where to find one. There's just one problem.
I see. What do you want?
You've really learned your lesson, but that's not what I meant.
No? What's the problem then?
It's 3 tons of a problem. Let's go. You'll understand in a moment. On the left side of this canyon lies the entrance to a cave that leads to the location of the focus.
All right, but first we have to get rid of that monster over there.
Try to find a weak point or another possibility to defeat the troll. I'll attract his attention. was fantastic. You're really good. And now, go get the focus. I'll make sure that there won't be any other awkward surprises. The winch seems to be jammed. Let me see. Maybe I can fix it. Well, it ought to work now. Get the focus, and I'll wait for you here. Hey, you found the focus! Very good! I think it's time for me to stop by at the old camp again. Good luck.
Make sure you stay alive.
We'll meet again.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength. Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
Awaken!
I've come to collect my daily ration.
You've already had your daily ration. If you want more, come back tomorrow or buy something. Awaken!
I've come to collect my daily ration.
Here, take it. 3 of the Northern Dark. But don't smoke them all at once.
Some people. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. Like to be in his shoes. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. Rely on somebody.
Awaken!
I'd like to trade with you.
Good. Here, these are the weapons I have available at the moment.
If you think. People always talk. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Very clever. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Say you have to watch what you tell me. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. That wasn't very clever. Let's talk about something else instead. That won't happen again. There must be something about that story after all. I doubt that's ever likely to change. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. It's obvious that there's no trouble involved. I'm listening to all of this. That's really not my problem. Same old story every time. That's really not my problem. As long as I'm not involved. People don't need to know it. You shouldn't believe everything. Maybe here. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. You're very probably right. I'd better keep out of it. That wasn't very clever. Some people never learn. Rely on somebody and you're very probably right. Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. Likely to change. Same old story. You have to watch what you tell people. Well, hang on. You shouldn't believe everything. Let's talk about something else instead. Keep it to yourself. People don't need to. That wasn't very clever. Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently. I'd like to be in his shoes, though.
Awaken!
I want to acquire magic writings.
Let's talk about something else instead. People always talk. You're very probably. It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Show me your goods.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
That won't happen again.
Maybe.
You have to watch what you tell people.
It's obvious that there's been trouble ahead.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Some people never learn.
Same old story, yeah.
I got
I thought it had been cleared up ages ago. Maybe.
Better not go run.
I doubt it. I'd better keep
Hi, Greenhorn. As you can see, the colony is quite a small place. You can't help bumping into people all the time.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm trying to track down an old legend.
Legend?
Yes, Milton, my pal from the old camp, told me that monks used to live here. Of course, that was long before the barrier was created. It said they worshipped a god who gave them the power to turn into animals. I'm sure there are still treasures from the old times here. What brings you here?
I'm looking for a magic focus. It must be somewhere in this area.
The thing you're looking for might be in the old ruined monastery beyond the canyon.
We could go on together.
Good idea. This area is crowded with snappers. When they're on their own, they're no problem for an experienced hunter. Most of the time they hunt in packs, though. A pack can even tear the cleverest sword fighter to pieces.
So we'll go together?
Okay, but before we cross this log, I'd like to examine the canyon. I'd like to know what's at my back. Come with me. I've discovered a path which will take us there.
found a focus in the Troll Canyon.
Unbelievable. Now we have 4 focus stones altogether. There's only one more missing. Then we'll have them all. You've already done our community a great service. Get the last focus stone, and we'll soon be able to free ourselves. I see you've used up the teleportation scroll. Here, take a new one.
I found a focus in the ruined monastery. Gorn the mercenary was there. He gave me a hand in searching.
Brilliant. Now we have all 5 focus stones. Your deeds are invaluable to our camp. Be assured of my eternal gratitude. Go to Riordian now. He'll give you something for your immense efforts. Speak to Kronos, the keeper of the ore as well. He'll give you another gift from our community.
Can you blast the ore mound now?
We now have all the artifacts we need to fulfill our plan. But the barrier was created by 12 magicians. There are not enough magicians in the circle of water to control the powerful energies and to guide them onto the right course.
What can we do?
I'm aware that you've already done much for our community. We owe you greatly, but in the interest of all the inhabitants of the colony, I need to ask one more favor of you.
One more favor?
Yes. Go to the old camp and try to win some of the magicians of the Circle of Fire for our cause.
Magicians of Fire? Why should they want to give up their easy life? The destruction of the barrier would rob them of their powerful position.
That is the exact reason why you must accomplish this mission. You know people from all the camps of the colony. Remind the magicians of Fire of the old times, when we studied the arts of magic together.
All right then, I'll try to convince the magicians of Fire, but I can't promise anything. It seems nearly impossible to me.
You must try. If you do not succeed in this, there is only one other, just one...
One what?
Forget it. You must succeed. Here, take this magic rune. Hand it over to Coristo, the High Magician of the Circle of Fire, as a sign of our trust. With this, he can teleport into this room without passing the guards, anytime he wants. I hope that it will convince our former friends of our good intentions. May you return in one piece. Greetings.
Xardas said you had a reward for me?
Ah, come here, come here. Our spiritual leader has told me about your heroic deeds. All the people in the camp, no, the whole colony, are deeply indebted to you. Take this as a modest reward for all your efforts.
Greetings, magician.
I am Riordian, the alchemist. I gather you want a potion?
People never learn.
What do you think?
I thought that
That's
was
really not my
clarified a
problem.
long time ago. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
What do you think?
Hang on.
You're very probably right.
That wasn't very clever. There was a time when things would have gone. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. I'm not listening.
Greetings.
Show me your goods.
That's how it goes.
Maybe.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Maybe. Things would have gone very differently.
People always talk.
Maybe.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
There must be something about that story after all.
That's really not
I
my
doubt
problem.
that's likely to change.
If you think. That's really not my problem.
Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. It won't happen again. It's obvious that
There must be something about that story after all.
It's the same story every time.
Should we believe everything you hear?
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very
I
differently.
wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
there would be trouble ahead. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I'd better keep out of it.
That wasn't very clever.
You have to watch what you tell people.
It's the same story every time.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
You're very probably right. Some people never learn.
It's the same story every time.
That's really not my problem.
That won't happen again.
You have to watch.
Some people don't need to know it.
There must be something
Yeah,
about that
every
story
time.
after all.
I thought that was clarified a long time ago. As long- Maybe.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
There must be something about that story.
Maybe. I would like to be in his shoes, though, because
People always talk.
That's really not my problem.
Hang on, better not go rushing into anything.
Some people, I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
there must be something about that story after all.
Hello.
And you're in trouble. That's really not my problem.
Xardas said you had a reward for me.
As the keeper of the ore, I'd like to give you a small portion of our ore for your great deeds on behalf of the camp. I hope you'll make as good use of it as we do.
If you think
Let's talk about something else instead. There must be something about that story after all. There was a time when things... People always talk. Maybe.
As long as I'm not
You have
involved.
to watch what you tell people. That's really not my problem. Dad,
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Hello?
I need a few things.
there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Some people never learn.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Wasn't very clever.
If you think.
I'd better keep out of it.
Let's talk about...
Hang on. There was a time when things would have gone very different.
I better keep out of it.
Maybe.
That won't happen again.
There was a time when I led a very different life. I was one of the best generals of this country. I've spent my whole life fighting for my country. But the nobles didn't like me because the king listened to my advice, and they knew I posed a threat to their dirty business. I hadn't counted on their insidiousness. They used the king's wife to get me. I was blamed for her pointless murder. King Robar had no other choice. The services I had rendered my country saved me from the gallows, but they robbed me of my freedom. One day I'll be free again, then I shall return and take revenge. I shall have my revenge.
You're the boss of the mercenaries, aren't you?
That's right, boy.
Which task do the mage's mercenaries have?
Very simple. Protect the ore, protect the mages. Sometimes the mages have a special task for one of us.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Let's talk about something else instead. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. You're probably right.
Hey, no sweat, man. Come over here.
You okay?
I'm hiding away here. I don't care for the trash those guards are pulling off. But I've taken some pretty good stuff from the arsenal. If you need a weapon, just let me know.
Show me what you have. Will you train me?
If you have enough ore, I'll teach you how to use a crossbow. Just pay me 200 ore.
It's a deal. So show me how to handle a crossbow.
Okay, let's get started. Grab hold of the shaft and hold it close against your shoulder. That'll steady your aim. Your shoulder's gonna feel like it's liable to fall off during the first few days, but after just 1 week, you'll have a shoulder like a rock. Aim right at your target and pull the bolt right back. There's more force behind a bolt than there is behind an arrow from a long bow, so it's gonna cause more damage.
Show me what you have.
Be quiet.
Hello, Diego. What's the meaning of all this hide-and-seek business?
Haven't you heard?
Heard what?
The old mine caved in. The fire mages were assassinated, and there are plans to raid the free mine.
What? What are you talking about? How could the old mine cave in?
One of the diggers who survived it told us that they were digging, and they hit an underground river on the bottom level. When the water gushed into the mine, one of the supports broke, and the entire upper section collapsed. Only a handful of people managed to escape from the mine.
Why are the fire mages dead?
That's a long story.
Just tell me about it. It's not the first long story I've had to listen to.
Well then, luckily I was in the ore baron's house when they got the news that the mine had collapsed. Gomez was hopping mad when he heard about the accident, and he was afraid that his position could be at stake.
Of course, who controls the ore controls the colony as well.
That's right. Since he has no source of income anymore, the goods from the outside world won't come in anymore either. Nobody will work for him if he doesn't get another source of income soon.
And that's the reason for the raid on the free mine?
To be honest, that's Gomez's only chance to maintain his power. 2 hours ago, 24 guards set out for the free mine.
That's mad. I need to warn the new camp.
Then you must hurry up. They'll have almost reached the free mine.
But they never get through the fortifications of the new camp.
They don't need to get through them. A few months ago, they found a path that leads over the mountains and right to the free mine, and nobody else knows about it.
I've seen the guards in front of the locked gates.
Stay away from them. They'll attack anybody approaching the camp. They are afraid of somebody avenging the raid on the free mine.
But what happened to the fire mages?
Coristo and the other mages were the only people in the camp to remain rational. They forbade the raid and demanded a settlement with the 2 other camps.
They forbade Gomez to raid the free mine?
Well, yes. Coristo and the others shouldn't have been so self-confident. Gomez didn't trust them anymore and had them perfidiously assassinated.
What are you and Milton going to do now?
We'll stay here for a while to warn some more friends so they don't bump straight into the guards. But you could do us a favor.
Consider it done. Tell me what you want.
Look out for Lester and Gorn. They need to know what happened here. Tell them that the 4 of us will meet at the same place as always.
If I see them before you do, I'll warn them and send them to your meeting point.
Thanks, my friend. You really seem to be an all right guy. Go now. We'll meet again later.
Take care.
going into?
Same old story every time.
That's how it goes.
Some people never learn. You're very probably right.
Awaken!
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I've come to collect my daily ration.
Here, take it. 3 of the Northern Dark. But don't smoke them all at once.
Trouble ahead. Thought that'd be clear ages ago. And you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I'm not listening to all this blathering anymore.
I'm listening to all that might be an issues. I thought that'd been cleared up ages ago. It's obvious there'd be trouble ahead.
Awaken!
That won't happen again.
I'd like to trade with you.
Good. Here, these are the weapons I have available at the moment.
If you think. Same old story. Won't happen again. Let's talk about some maybes instead.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
You're very probably right. It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead. Maybe. That's really not likely to be issues, though. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
But keep it to yourself.
You're very probably right. If you think. Like some issues, though. Same old. Thought that'd been.
Awaken.
Awaken!
I need better armor.
I could give you better armor, but you must make a generous contribution to the Brotherhood.
I'd like to have a heavy Templar's armor.
Meanwhile, you have earned the right to wear such armor, but at the moment you're not able to make the sufficient donation to the community.
Teach me how to handle one-handed weapons more skillfully.
I can't teach you anything. You don't have enough experience.
You seem to have lost interest in the ruined monastery. I'll go on my own. Just follow me if you change your mind. You actually managed to open the gate. That spell of yours was real clever.
And on we go. Come on.
I'm glad you returned. Something terrible has happened.
Let me guess, the free mine has been assaulted by the guards from the old camp. Nobody saw them coming?
Hang on. How? But of course. You found out about it in the old camp. Gorn arrived here just before you did. What could have caused Gomez to dare to take such an aggressive step? He should be aware that such a heinous act can only provoke war.
The old mine collapsed after water seeped in.
Collapsed? Of course. Then the whole thing makes sense. Gomez has his back to the wall. He's more dangerous than ever. Now that he doesn't have anything left to lose, he'll do anything.
Gomez has had all of the Magicians of Fire killed.
Had them killed? Why in Beliar's name would he do a thing like that?
They were against the attack on the free mine and opposed Gomez.
Then we're all doomed. Without the other 6 magicians, we'll never be able to control the concentrated power of the massive ore mound. But in spite of that, I thank you for passing this dangerous message on to me.
When you sent me to the Magicians of Fire, you mentioned there was somebody.
Well, I had hoped we could make it without his help, but the way things are developing...
Who is he?
All right. Many, many years ago.
Give me the shortened version, please.
Be patient. Well, when we, the 12 magicians, created the barrier back then, our magic powers were directed and controlled by a 13th magician.
A 13th magician? I thought there were only 12.
Most people who did not experience the early days of the colony believe that. This 13th magician was our leader. All this took place before we were divided into the circles of fire and water. But he left the old camp, which was once the only camp of the colony.
What is this 13th magician called?
His name is Xardas. Hardly anybody remembers the old stories about him. The ones who do just call him the Necromancer.
Why did he leave the old camp?
He started to investigate the invocation of undead and magical creatures. Gomez was not the only one who began to worry. Most of the other magicians opposed him as well, and his unholy deeds.
What happened then?
Unlike Gomez, he was no butcher, so he avoided the conflict and left.
Where is this magician today?
He lives in seclusion, in his tower, in the middle of the Orc land. That's just about the southernmost point of the colony.
I'll make my way to Xardas and ask him for help.
He's the only one that can help us now. If he knows no way out or doesn't want to help us,
he will.
There is one other problem.
A problem?
Yes. Over the years, we've tried to get in touch with Xardas several times, but it looks like he prefers to remain undisturbed.
What does that mean?
None of the messengers ever returned from his tower. You'll have to find a way to get past his creatures.
Looks like this is going to be interesting. How will I get past his creatures?
If I knew that, I would tell you. I'd advise you to do some research in our library. Maybe you'll find something in the old books about the strengths and weaknesses of magically invoked creatures.
I'll rummage through the library, and don't worry, I'll be back.
May you return in one piece.
Hello!
I met Diego and Milton in front of the old camp.
That's good news.
They want to meet you and Lester at your usual rendezvous.
Thanks. There's nothing more valuable than good friends in troubled times like these. You're almost one of us by now. You're reliable.
What have you got planned now?
Our entire defense strategy will have to be changed. That takes time. Until Lee and his people are ready, I'll join Cord's Provisional Guard.
Are you planning a counterattack?
Not yet, but the day will come. If ever you're looking for me, start here and walk towards the mine. I'll be on guard there.